Welcome back to Hot Ticket, your source for what's happening in Hampton Roads. I'm your host, Tracy Kubix. The Virginia Center for Inclusive Communities has been helping people since 1935. By working with schools, businesses, and communities, they have helped people achieve success in many different ways. Here to tell us all about it is Mark Johnson and Jonathan Zur. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here.
Thank you very much.
So 80 years and running, that is a long time. So tell us a little bit of background, how it all got started.
Yeah, so we're really proud of the history of the Virginia Center for Inclusive Communities. The story goes that it was actually a rabbi, a priest, and a minister who came together, not joking,
It sounds like a joke.
Yes, on November 25th of 1935. To talk about interfaith understanding. They were known as the Tolerance Trio, and nearly 1,000 people came to that gathering to hear what they had to say.
Wow.
And they were so motivated and inspired by what they heard that they went back to their homes and schools and communities to start local chapters of our organization. So we started with an interfaith focus, but over the years have brought in to address issues of race and class and gender, lots of different issues of diversity and inclusion. And so our name, Virginia Center for Inclusive Communities, really reflects our passion and the depth and breadth of our work.
Wow, that's amazing.
Man, this is awesome.
And you're also a top-rated nonprofit, so tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, we're really proud. We've grown as an organization. We've increased the number of programs we deliver annually by nearly 400%. And thanks to generous donors and leaders and supporters like Mark and SunTrust, we're really grateful to have the resources to be able to work with lots of different educational institutions, businesses, providing workshops, retreats, and assemblies. And it's great to know that the community has recognized and celebrated that alongside us.
Definitely. So tell me what it means to help people succeed through inclusion.
Yeah, well, as an organization, we think about the fact that when students feel a sense of belonging in schools, they're that much more likely to show up, to do their homework, to raise their hands. And so that school is more successful when it's an inclusive place. And the same is true in the workplace and in the community, that we can see in the news any examples of when people don't get along, when people don't trust one another, all of the conflict and violence that arises. So our work is about helping communities to be stronger by being inclusive places.
Okay. Well, tell us a little bit about some of the programs you offer.
Yeah, we have workshops and retreats, assemblies, forums, and SunTrust has been a generous supporter and partner in that.
Excellent.
Yes, excellent. And you've grown so rapidly as well.
Absolutely.
So I know you like to honor your outstanding community members, so let's talk a little bit about the Humanitarian Awards dinner.
It's a really special event that's been going on for 51 years in the Tidewater Southampton Roads area.
Wow.
This year we will bring together community leaders and quiet advocates and citizens on March 25th as we recognize Brenda Andrews, Gil Cobbs, Jim Park, Leah and Richard Waitzer, and the SunTrust Foundation with our Humanitarian Awards recognizing all of their contributions.
And where is it this year?
It's taking place at the Norfolk Waterside Marriott.
Okay. So what do you think the success of the organization has been?
Yeah, do you want to talk about it?
The VCIC, as Jonathan has talked about, it basically brings together a number of people in the community to embrace differences. And we talk about the future of the Hampton Roads community, future of different communities in the region. How do we bring young people to understand the power of their differences and the similarities that they have, to be able to be at the table to talk about business dealings, to talk about education and some of the major decisions that need to be made to improve the quality of life of citizens in the community. And that doesn't start when they get to be adults. That starts at the middle school, the elementary school, and the high school level. And VCIC does a great job of being able to have those conversations and to gauge young people in dialogue to make sure they understand that they are they are allies and not liabilities.
Exactly. The one thing I do like is break the cycle, be the change. I love that. What is that?
Yeah, that's one of our programs, a presentation that we can bring to schools and workplaces. And really what we think about with that is how individuals need to look at issues in systemic ways. So poverty didn't start overnight, racism didn't start overnight. And so we need to think about what are the structures and what are the cycles, but also not get overwhelmed by those large, significant community issues. And so we think about what are those interventions. So how do we explore those cycles, but also how do we identify the ways that individuals can be the change to create change.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the SunTrust Foundation, we're very honored to be receiving the Merit Citation Humanitarian Award for the work that we've done in the Hampton Roads community and also through partnering with VCIC. So when you're talking about breaking the cycle and be the change, we were created in 2008 to reinforce the long-lasting relationships and to build the capacity of organizations in the area of health and human services, education, cultural and arts, as well as community and civic organizations.
Okay, great. Well, we are out of time. Thank you so much for this information. That was wonderful hearing from you. For more information about this organization, you can visit their website at www.inclusiveva.org or like them on Facebook. For Hot Ticket, I'm Tracy Kubiks.